Good morning, everybody. May the peace of the Lord be with you. Did you enjoy that music? You can find out who it was by and what it's called towards the end of the assembly. Today we're going to look at Paul's third missionary journey, and in this he upsets some people. But this time they're not upset about what he's saying about religion, they're upset about money. I hope you enjoy the story. It was on Paul's third missionary journey, and it was Demetrius who started it. Demetrius was the leader of the Silversmiths who worked in the town of Ephesus. The Silversmiths did a good trade. In Ephesus was the main temple of a goddess called Artemis. All the tourists liked to buy little silver models of her and the temple. Then Paul and Silas arrived. When they had been in Ephesus a few weeks, Demetrius came to realize that he was not selling as many models as he used to. He found out that the other silversmiths were complaining too. He called a meeting. "Men," said Demetrius, "you know how we make our money, and you know why our trade has gone down. This man Paul is preaching a new religion. He is making everyone Christians. If this goes on, we shall be ruined. Are we going to sit here and do nothing about it?" "No, no," shouted the silversmiths. "Down with the Christians! Throw them out! Come on, let's get them!" They rushed out into the street. Demetrius could not control them any more. All through the city they marched. As they went along they chanted, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians! Great is Artemis of the Ephesians!" The crowd grew in number as they went through the streets. All through the city the chant could be heard, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians!" The crowd started to make its way towards the stadium. Suddenly someone shouted, "There they are! Grab them!" Two of Paul's followers, Gaius and Aristarchus, were chased through the streets and caught. They were beaten up and dragged into the stadium. The stadium filled up. The chanting became louder and louder. It seemed to go on for hours. In the house where he was staying, Paul did not know what to do. "Let me go," he said. "Let me go into the stadium and rescue Gaius and Aristarchus." He began to move towards the door, but his friends pulled him back. "Sit down," they said, pushing him into a chair. "There's nothing you can do. If you go there, they will kill you. What good will that do?" Paul sat down. He knew they were right. In the stadium, the shouting went on. They didn't seem to do anything except keep chanting, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." A Jew called Alexander tried to stand up and take control, but it was no good. In the end, the town clerk himself had to go to the stadium. "What is this all about?" he shouted. "Do you want the Roman soldiers sent here to put down a riot?" For the first time, the chanting died down. "Listen to me," said the town clerk. "The courts are open. If you think anyone has done anything wrong, go there and the judges will decide." Demetrius said nothing. He knew that Paul had not broken the law. The riot stopped. People started to go home. A few days later, Paul, Silas, and Luke left the city as well. There were lots of Christians now in Ephesus. It was time to move on and start work somewhere else. Move our hearts with the calm, smooth flow of your grace. Let the river of your love run through our souls. May my soul be carried by the current of your love towards the wide, infinite ocean of heaven. Amen.